Warning! I'm an old man that waxes nostalgia on gaming, seeing as how I've done it for as long as I can remember. There will most likely be spoilers for the games I list, and maybe some other ones as well as other examples. If you want to avoid that, or if you're uninterested in hearing me ramble and are just here for the music choice, there will be links provided for said music in the description of the video below. With that said, let's begin. Salutations and welcome to day 16 of my 30-day video game music challenge. Aptly named with the number because it has to do with 16-bit music. What could I slot in 16-bit music? I did play a lot of Super Nintendo. And some Genesis here and there as well. But, again, something stands up head and shoulders above all the rest, and if there was like a top 10 anything for like music for me, this would be in there. Not even sure if it would be like number one, but it's maybe going to be in the top 5 for definite. When I think music for the Super Nintendo is something that's still stands head and shoulders above a lot of other tracks, it's this one. It's from an SNK game. Sometimes when you port, sometimes the themes are like lesser. I think for this one they kind of took their own direction and went all out with it, which is something I really appreciate, and we kind of came like more memorable than the arcade, which I played later. Art of Fighting Super Nintendo soundtrack. That whole soundtrack is beast. But one shining example, of course, it has to be Mr. Big's theme from that. Has to be, hands down. Yeah, everything about that soundtrack, I remember it fondly. Shout out to MythKiller77. There was actually an extended version of the theme. I don't know who did it originally. I think there's like some sort of like Famicom Super Nintendo album. But yeah, that link I provided was actually both versions of Super Nintendo, and then later on a little bit of the extended track. I hear it in my head now and think just how amazing that is. You should just play Versus to try to get to that stage. If only you could like pick stages in Versus mode. I have to get it randomly, and every time one come on, it's just like, ooh, I'll just jam out to it. Yeah, doing Versus with the time off, so you could just jam out incessantly to it back then. But yeah, join me tomorrow when I talk of Never Get Tired Of. It's going to be tricky because I already picked one I never get tired of, but so I had to think of something else for this one. Almost seems really neat that you're kind of leading from one to the other like that. But yeah, if you haven't checked out that track yet, seriously. But until then, take care, and thanks for listening.